Tola was cleaning up her bedroom, doing her normal housework, sweeping, mopping, folding clothes in the wardrobe, when suddenly something injured her hand. Ha! This early morning, what is this one doing here now? Tola asked herself, trying to see what gave her the cut. As she started removing the clothes she had already arranged, that was when she saw a safe hidden behind the stack of clothes that is in the wardrobe. Her husband, Femi, had once told her not to arrange his wardrobe side for him, and she kept on wondering why. Sometimes he would say it as a sweet husband. Babe, oh, you know I don't like you getting stressed. Not after you finish taking care of the house, taking care of the children, you still come and arrange my clothes for me. Please, oh, do not bother yourself. Do not arrange these clothes. I want it to be this way so that anytime I want to take my documents, I will know that it is where I kept it. That is where I will see it. Lola did not call it anything at first. She thought her husband was being caring. But that fateful day, she had extra strength. After doing the house chores in the morning, she decided to arrange her husband's wardrobe. That was when the safe injured her and she found it. She carried the safe down and tried to open it few times, but she failed. Fortunately for her, she used the code of their first son's birthday, and that was how she was able to get the password to the safe. Inside the safe was documents, just a few dollars inside. But Tola was not interested in the money. She picked up the documents and it read in the front page, Last Will and Testament of Femi Ayodele. Tola was confused. Yay, Femi, last will and statement care. Are you going to die, or you know you are going to die? Are you sick and you didn't tell me anything? Why would you write a will without even letting me know? Ha! Tola opened the file. Inside were typed pages. Everything looked normal. He listed his properties, bank accounts, and instructions on what to do if anything happens to him. Just then, as Tola was about to close it down, she saw it. This is to be shared between my wife, Tola Ayodele, and Angela Ogunleya. This surprised Tola. Who is Angela Ogunleya? Wait. This was my younger sister's name. My baby sister. But she's dead now. 15 years ago, my sister died. What's going on here? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. This is going to be another Angela. It can't be my baby sister. I saw her die in the fire. 15 years ago, Tola was only 18 years old. It was a Sunday night. They had all finished eating their dinner. They ate amala with egusi soup that night when her mother instructed her while carrying Angela on her body that fateful day. Angela was only 5 years old, and the mother instructed her, please go to the kitchen, turn off the gas, and go to Mama Iyabo. Get all the things I bought from her. I forgot it. Tola immediately obeyed. She went to the kitchen, turned off the gas, and left. But by the time she came back, her house was on fire. Explosion. Boom. Everything became ashes in just a minute. Fire spread so fast. Smoke filled the whole house. People were shouting from outside. Tola was just standing there, her hands on her head. She was just crying terribly. She didn't even understand what was going on. She just left a few minutes ago. How? When? Gas explosion, care. I actually off the gas. People tried to rescue the parents, but it was too late. They also tried to rescue her younger sister. It was too late too. The whole house was completely burnt down, and there is no way Tola's parents and her younger sister could have made it alive. After the whole sad scenario, it was Tola's auntie that lived in another city that came and picked her up. Even at her auntie's house, Tola cried so many nights. She couldn't forgive herself. She was blaming herself. Maybe she did not off the gas properly. In fact, everything was like action film. She couldn't even believe that the people she spoke to few minutes before she left are gone just like that. And nothing was recovered, not even a pin. Tola stayed in her auntie's house. That was where she finished her university and graduated. But regardless, she still couldn't get over the fact that she lost her family in a fire. The whole thing started affecting her mentally and psychologically, so she had to seek help. And that was how the auntie introduced her to one grief center in Lagos. Tola started attending the grief center and she started getting better. It was one of the days Tola attended the grief center, the counseling center. That was the day she met Femi. Femi and her was seated on the same chair. And that was how the both of them started discussing. It turns out Femi had lost his brother in a robbery. He's a very kind guy and he listened. He never rushed her. Though Tola didn't tell him everything about the fire. She only told him that she had lost her whole family. Femi sympathized with her. Hey, yeah, chai, that means God kept you for a reason. Oh. Don't let the past eat you. Thank God we are here and we are getting all the help that we need. Just from there, they exchanged number, started coming there together and started meeting each other at the restaurant. And it didn't take long. Just 1 year later, the two of them got married. And ever since they got married, Femi still maintained a very good husband to her. He took good care of her, he was still kind and provided everything that Tola needed. Not until that fateful day, Tola saw that will and was confused if the Angela she was seeing is her sister that was dead or another person. Then, who is this Angela and why would her husband share his whole property and money with her and another woman when they have children? And the children's names are not even in the will, which baffled Tola. She was really angry. Then, she came out of the room. She ran to the kitchen. She wanted to take a cup of water, but she couldn't. Jesus, what's going on? Does my husband have another wife? Is he cheating on me? Hey, what kind of thing is this? Since Tola could not even hold a cup with her shaky hands, she couldn't even take the water she wanted to take. She went back to that room again out of curiosity. She picked up the document and read it again. But this time around, she got another information. To be shared equally between my wife, Tola, and Miss Angela, who is currently residing at Heartspring Recovery Center, Agege, Lagos. Recovering. And it was clearly written Miss, which means the person is not even married. Femi, what are you hiding? Do you know about my sister and you never told me? What sort of thing is this? Tola picked up her phone and decided to search for Heartspring Recovery Center. And fortunately, she saw that it was actually a real place, an hospital for mental health recovery and trauma survivors. Tola sat on the bed, still in shock. Wait, Mama, I know you are gone, but is this possible? Could my baby sister be alive? Could have someone taken her after the fire? And my husband, Femi, how does he even know about my sister? And why didn't he say anything after all these years? Tola became confused. She doesn't know if she should be angry, happy, or scared. She just stood up, grabbed the wheel. She went straight to the sitting room, sat down, waiting for Femi to come back home. She sat there, still wondering if her sister is alive or something happened 15 years ago she doesn't know about. She sat on the couch and waited and waited and waited. Finally, Femi came back home around 10 p.m. He opened the door and was smiling. My wife, You have not slept? Tola managed to ask him where he was coming from. Femi was now looking confused. It's work now. I told you that I'll be working late today. Tola did not even waste time. She then asked him, "Who is Angela?" And Femi froze immediately. Angela? What sort of question is that? I don't know who Angela is. Femi, I am not here to come and banter words with you. I saw your will, okay? You put her name there. Who is she? But Femi, out of shock, he wasn't expecting that question, was still standing there moping like a fool when Tola asked him again, "Is Angela my sister, the one that died in the fire? Or do you have another woman I don't know about? What is going on here? Femi, are you sharing your will with another woman? I didn't even see our children's name in all of those things that you wrote there. Can you kindly explain what is going on, because I don't want to escalate this matter." "What do you mean another woman, Tola? Please, oh, if you want to escalate the matter, you are free. What are you talking about? You told me about your sister and your parents. They are dead. So how can I put a dead person's name on my will? So what are you talking about? Stop all these things. You will not understand. I will explain to you in due time. But for now, stop going through my things. I warned you. Do not arrange my wardrobe. I've warned you severally. Why don't you listen, Tola? Why are you so disobedient? Now look at your eyes. From what I'm seeing, you are exhausted and tired. I think all of us should just go and sleep. Tomorrow morning we'll talk about it." But Tola laughed so hard. It wasn't a happy laugh, oh. It was the laugh of a woman who is actually broken. "I did not read what I read in that will wrong, Femi. You put Angela's name and you even wrote where she stays, Heart Spring Recovery Center, Agege." That made Femi to change his mood immediately. "So, true, you went through my things? See, if you are not my wife, I would have done something very bad to you. It is wrong for you to disrespect someone. How dare you go through my things? Anyways, I think you should stay out of things I don't understand." Immediately, Femi walked inside without saying any other word. And from that day onwards, Femi and Tola started living like roommates. They don't talk to each other, and even when Tola tried to talk to him, he would walk out of the house without saying a word. Sometimes they would go for weeks without talking to each other. Tola decided to do something. She went and got a secret camera and installed it in the sitting room. And every blessed day, Tola would be always on her phone, looking, trying to see maybe there is something she was missing somewhere. Days passed and everything felt normal. Then, on one Wednesday, Tola saw Femi holding an envelope that is large. We could tell from the envelope that it was money. And he was talking on the phone. "Hope Angela is fine today." It was as if the reply Femi got was not good. So he rushed out of the house. And Tola followed him immediately. She boarded a keke and was following Femi's car. Femi's car went to Agege roundabout and turned, then entered into a compound. That was when Tola knew that Femi was going to the same Heart Spring Recovery Center that she saw in the will. She had to wait for a while. After Femi finished and left, she went and met the security man. "Good afternoon, sir. I'm looking for someone called Angela." "Yes, Angela. She stays here." "Oh, you mean Angela? Hey, yes, I know her. She no dey too talk like that though. Even Oga Femi used to come here and bring a lot of things for her. Fruits, biscuits, very nice man. Anytime he comes, he will tip me very big money. But anyways, who be you? Who are you to her? Are you family or what?" "Yes, sir. I'm her sister, her only sister." "Okay, if he says so, the nurse will lead you to where she stays. She always sits at the garden by this time of the day. So you go there, go see her." With the direction given to Tola, she was able to find her sister sitting at the garden, and when she saw her, she could not believe her eyes. It was her sister, the same Angela that died in the fire. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. She stepped closer. It's me, Tola. Look at me, Angela, it's me, Tola. But Angela didn't say anything to her. It was then Tola remembered that the nurse and the gateman told her clearly that Angela does not speak. She only hums and smiles, but she listens, but she never talks. But Tola did not even mind all those things. She was busy talking to her. Angela, God, you are alive. Thank God. I thought you died in the fire. This is all confusing. How are you alive? It turns out that Femi did not actually leave. He went out to go and buy something. And by the time he came back, he now met Angela and Tola talking. And he was shocked. He wasn't expecting her to be there. He didn't even know that Tola followed him. Tola sighted him standing and immediately changed it for him. Femi, so you knew my sister has been alive all these years? And you lied to me? Eh? See, Tola, we don't need to do this in front of her. Let's go by the corner and talk. I will tell you everything you want to know. Oh yeah, start talking, please. I want to hear everything. Well, if you must know, I found your sister 6 years ago. I hope you know that my father runs this hospital. He owns the hospital. He's old now, right? Good. But he's not dead. The day I bumped into your sister, I was at his office when he received a call, an emergency call rather, and he asked me to follow him. So when we got to the reception, I saw her. She was seated. The only thing she had on her was just a necklace with AJ on it. Immediately I set eyes on her. I was shocked. She looked exactly like you. You guys were like twins. She kept on saying one particular word all over and over again. Uncle set fire. Uncle set fire. Over and over again. That was what she was saying. So I went close to her. I begged my father. I'm not a doctor, but can I talk to this girl? My father allowed it. And that was how I spoke to her for the first time. I then asked her to feel relaxed, that if she needs anything, she should let me know. And she gave me a hug. That hug shows I trust you. And I started asking her some question. What do you mean your uncle set fire? Your uncle set fire. And she continued talking. She said your uncle lied. That it was gas leak that killed your family. But unfortunately, Tola, it wasn't a gas leak. Tola was just standing there confused. I'm confused though. Can you try to explain what you're talking about? What do you mean by it wasn't a gas leak? Then, how did my parents die? Well, I think you should find out the answer for yourself. Maybe you should go and visit your uncle. Maybe he will tell you what really happened. But the only thing I know is that I took a DNA sample from her and I took yours without letting you know. I came back to this hospital and I did a DNA on the two of you. It turns out that two of you were sisters. I don't really know how to tell you because all these years you have already believed that your sister died in the fire. You were still healing from your trauma and I do not want to add to it. So, for your sister to be safe from the so-called uncle, I decided to keep her a secret. Okay? So calm down. I didn't cheat on you. Angela is no other person than your only sister. She trusts me. Anytime I'm here, she's so happy. And she always talks. I am the only one she talks to. Apart from me, she has never spoken to any of the staff in this hospital. Just to tell you the level of trust she has on me. So my darling wife, I didn't just want to break you. You were just healing. Come on, Femi, healing care. Why would you say that? You should have told me. I was healing from someone that is dead, someone that is alive now. Your sister was in a very bad shape, remember? Please, I did what I thought was the best thing. Tola then hugged her husband. She really misinterpreted everything. But now that Femi cleared it, it's time to visit the village so that she would find out what really happened the day her parents died. And Tola did not waste time. She picked up the little things she could pick from the house and she went to the village the next morning. She went straight to her uncle's house, the only uncle from the father's side. Immediately her uncle sighted her. Tola, no time oh. But Tola was not there to start exchanging greetings. So, can you tell me what killed my parents and my only sister? You told me it was gas leak. You told the police it was fire from the gas that I did not off. But it wasn't. Can you tell me what was going on, please? The uncle started to laugh. Come on, you are still a small girl then. You know nothing. So please don't bring up the past that you don't know anything about. Tola stepped closer very boldly and said to him, you feel I know nothing, right? So you killed my parents. You caused that fire and said I was the one that carelessly left the gas open, making me feel guilty all these years that I killed my own family. But let me burst your bubble. My younger sister is alive and she had already confessed to everything she saw that day. The uncle became shocked. Who is alive? How is that possible? Your younger sister Angela can never be alive. But I'm sorry to disappoint you, uncle. She's alive and she confessed everything. So you better tell me what all of this is about before I call the police. If you confess, maybe I could change my mind from calling the police. But if you do not confess, uncle, I am sorry, I will do what is on my mind. And that was when Tola's uncle knew that Tola was not joking. He then started confessing. Well, if you must know, what has happened, and there is nothing that can change the past. Your father was owing me 2 million naira. I came to collect my money that night, and he insulted me. The two of us fought. He pushed me. So as we were now fighting, something fell, and that was how the fire started, and I ran. Tola looked at him in disgust. So, you forgot to say the part that you came to the house with 2 men that actually lit the whole house. You forgot to say the part that those 2 men beat up my father mercilessly, that he couldn't call for help before you left that house. So you forgot all this information and you are here brabbing rubbish. Oh, so you know all this information, then why are you asking me? You are just a foolish girl. What has happened has happened. So let bygones be bygone. Uncle, bygone kill you there. Now that my parents are dead, can I know if you recovered your 2 million naira or not? I am sure you did not recover it, but your wicked heart made you to kill my parents and you are here yabbing rubbish. You will not go scot-free, I swear. On their grave, you will not go scot-free, uncle. And that was how Tola stormed out of his shop. The only smart thing Tola did was that she went in with a recorder so that she would get evidence that her uncle actually killed her parents, and she did. Tola decided to visit her auntie, the one that trained her in the university. When she got there, her auntie welcomed her very well and asked her how she has been faring. Tola answered, and she couldn't hold down her tears. She started telling her everything she had went through for the past months and what she's still currently going through, all because her younger sister is still alive and she does not know about it. Her auntie now told her that she has something she wants to give her. She brought out a small box and gave to her. This is from your mother, Tola. She said I should give it to you at the right time. And I think this is the right time for you to take it. There should be some things you would find out in it, but calm down, all will be well, my dear. When Tola opened the box, there were old things inside, baby clothes, some few things they used and grew up. Tola then saw a radio player, those old radio player, and she was wondering what it was doing there. She decided to borrow her auntie's old radio player. Fortunately, the radio player was still working, and that was how she listened to her mother's voice. The woman recorded an audio before she died. Tola, my baby, if you are listening to this, I won't be alive by then. I just want you to know that if anything happens to me or your father, you should hold your uncle accountable. Hold him responsible. Your father is actually in a very big trouble. He owed money from someone all because of your uncle. and he has been threatening our lives, threatening anything that he could lay hand on. He said he will kill you, kill your sister, and kill all of us. But I don't take those kind of threat lightly, even though your father had taken it so lightly, but me I don't. But if anything mysteriously happens to us, all of a sudden, know that your uncle's hand is not clean. He has a hand in it. But just in case of anything, make sure you go to Sister Chinyere, the nurse. It was then Tola remembered Sister Chinyere. She was a nurse at their village that period. She had to go and look for her because Sister Chinyere will know more. Maybe she was the one that saved her sister's life, and Angela could not even remember any other thing that happened. Tola thanked her auntie and left. She then went in search of the nurse. When she saw her, she was so happy. Sister Chinyere was still working at the same hospital at the village. And when she saw Tola, she was so happy to see her. The two of them hugged each other. Then, it was the nurse that told Chinyere everything that happened that night. My daughter, I've been waiting for you. It has been so many years. You disappeared. Well, I was happy when I saw you, that finally before I take my last breath, I would tell you what you don't know. The night of the gas explosion in your house, your mother called me in her weakest moment. I felt a lot of good bonds all over me while listening to her last words before she died. That day your mother and father died, she called me. She told me to come and save your life and that of your sister's life. She had to throw your sister out of the window before I got to your house. She was really injured. She couldn't walk because of the broken glasses on her feet. I had to rush her to the hospital here. We tried all we could, but your sister could no longer walk anymore. Because I was busy saving her life, I didn't even remember you. But when I remembered, I heard you were now living with your auntie in another city. So I felt it is better you all stay apart while your sister heals until the two of you meet again. But luckily for your sister, my husband's younger brother said that he wants to take her to the city and see if they can get a bigger hospital that will help with the legs. I agree because I wanted a better life for your sister. So I signed some documents and I gave him the ownership, the full custody of your sister Angela. And that was how he took her to the city. But unfortunately, after a month of giving me feedback, he stopped calling. He blocked me everywhere. I didn't know what happened. I asked my husband to go and search for him, but my husband was also reluctant to do so. My dear, look at me now. I barely feed. And for me to leave my 4 children and go to the city to go and look for one particular person, I had to pray and put it in prayer and let everything die down. That was why I didn't even bother looking for you, to tell you that your sister was actually alive. I am so sorry, Tola. I made a very terrible mistake. I shouldn't have given full custody of your sister to someone I barely know. It was because he was my husband's brother. That was why I gave him the custody. But now I am regretting it. Up to now, after so many years, I don't know where your sister is. My husband's brother is also nowhere to be found. So, I don't know. Please, do not be angry with me. Tola did not even thank her. She was really angry with the latest information she just got. She just stood up and left. She went back to Lagos that same day. As she got to Lagos, she went straight to the hospital where her sister was recovering. She sat her down and asked her questions. Angela, what happened to you when that man brought you to Lagos? Angela started shedding tears. She could not talk, but Tola had to persuade her to start talking. If not, they will not get justice. It was then Angela opened her mouth for the first time to talk so freely. Uncle Mike brought me to Lagos, he told Auntie Chinyere, the nurse in the village, that he would take care of me. But unfortunately, when he brought me here, him and his wife turned me to their house help. Even though I don't have legs, they made sure I work day and night. I clean on a wheelchair, I mob on a wheelchair, I go to the market on my wheelchair. That was how bad it was. But one fateful day, after so many years of enduring that help, I could not believe that the same man who was maltreating me had a hand in our father's death. Eh? What do you mean? Angela, please go on. There was one night I overheard him talking to Uncle in the village. It turns out that he was the one our father was owing, and him and Uncle planned everything. After hearing their full conversation, I know I was not safe anymore. That means I am still paying for Papa's debt, and the maltreatment and the beating is not going to stop anytime. So I made up my mind to run away. That night I ran out of the house. Unfortunately for me, I got hit by a car. It was the man that brought me to the hospital, even though I had no physical bruises, but for the fact I could not walk. I pretended I was in so much pain, though the man just hit my wheelchair and I fell down. I wanted him to take me to a hospital. So when he brought me to this hospital, and an angel in form of a human being, Uncle Femi, approached me and showed me I can trust a human being again. I hugged him, and that was how I met Uncle Femi. And ever since then, he has been the one taking care of me. I didn't even know that you were still alive. I thought you died in the fire, because they always reminded me that I am an orphan and I have nobody. So I felt all of you died. I was so happy seeing you here days ago. Thank God you are alive. At least my sister is alive to take care of me. I can finally smile again. Paula could not hold her tears. Her younger sister went all through this at her young age, and she's still suffering for what she knows nothing about. Paula discussed with Femi on what next they could do so that they will seek justice for her sister and her parents that died just like that. Femi now told her they would consult a lawyer and see what they would do from there. And that was how they consulted a lawyer. But as the lawyer case was going on, Tola decided to go on air. She went on a popular radio station and shared her story. And that was how she got maximum support from people. They opened a GoFundMe for her sister, and they gave the job to a very high lawyer. That was how the case started going on. And boom, the uncle was first arrested. And next, the foolish man that brought Angela to the city, to Lagos, and treated her badly was also arrested. Because they were involved in the death of two people and loss of properties, they were given death by hanging. While Angela received a huge amount of money, which will serve her for a very long time. I am so glad that God used Tola's husband to expose the uncle in his wicked ways. Thank you so much for staying with me from the beginning to the end. And today, we are sending love to Gobisa, all the way from South Africa. And we are also sending another massive hug and love to Elizabeth White, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you guys for watching and commenting. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what you think about our story. And don't forget to drop where you are watching us from. I'm going to give you a very big hug and shout out on our next story. See you on the next one. Goodbye and stay blessed.